Welcome to this segment of the program. Inuagata Nosahai is my name, and this morning we are going to be looking at 5 ways you can resolve workplace conflict with your colleagues. 5 solid ways you can resolve workplace conflict with your colleague. Now, the issue of conflict needs to be taken seriously, especially in the workplace, because it affects productivity, it affects performance. Now, there are research evidence to this fact that conflict in the workplace, conflict in the work environment, rancor, and tug of war in the work environment negatively impacts performance. It affects productivity. And for you as an employee in that system, for you as a team member, you wouldn't want to continue to work in an atmosphere of tension, in an atmosphere of conflict. And so it's very important that you are also equipped with tips on how you can resolve workplace conflict with your colleagues, with your team member. That is why this morning we are looking at 5 ways you can resolve workplace conflict with your colleagues. And the first one is this: make the first move to resolve the conflict. Like I said just now, you wouldn't want to continue in an atmosphere of tension, in a negative atmosphere, because when you hear the word conflict, if you begin to think of other synonyms like tug of war, like quarrel, like squabble, all these synonyms resonate negativity. And you wouldn't want to continue to work in an atmosphere of negativity. So to help you resolve conflict with your colleague, with a second party or a third party, just make sure that you take the initiative. Make the first move to resolve the conflict. Take the first step to resolve the conflict, so that at the end of the day, the conflict will be resolved, and then you have that relaxed atmosphere to be able to do your job productively. This is so important. Then, number 2 approach to resolving workplace conflict with your colleague is for you to begin with your fault. Begin with your fault. Ask yourself, what's my fault? This is so important, because it's very easy to point accusing fingers to other people, but when you are sincere about resolving conflict, the focus shouldn't be on what your colleague did or what your team member did. Your focus should be on what you have done. You see, there is this natural tendency for people to want to be defensive if you start with what they did wrong in trying to resolve conflict. That natural tendency is there. They will want to be defensive. He will want to be defensive. She will want to be defensive, because you are starting with what he or she has done wrong. But after, when you approach the person, when you take that initiative to get the conflict resolved, don't focus on what the person has done wrong. Focus on what you have done wrong. What is my fault? Begin with what is my fault. What is your own fault? And then also, the third approach, learn to listen to their hurt. Somebody is always hurt in a conflict, and people get easily irritated when they have this impression that they are not being listened to. Learn to listen to their hurt. Now, listening enriches the quality of your response. A wise man said, be quick to hear and be slow to speak, because listening enriches the quality of your response. When you listen, you know how to better respond. This is so important. Listen to their hurt, because somebody is always hurt in a conflict. Seek to understand instead of seeking to be understood. This is the approach that will help you to ensure that the conflict with your colleague is resolved. And then also, the 4th approach is this: learn to speak the truth tactfully. Learn to speak the truth diplomatically. Learn to speak the truth amicably. Now, what I'm saying is that when you say what you want to say to this colleague offensively, the colleague is going to receive it defensively. So ensure that it wear the garments of diplomacy, whatever you are going to say. Now, I think, let me put it in a more down-to-earth way. Saying the truth amicably, saying it tactfully or diplomatically, is you being able to tell somebody what he or she has done wrong, and the person will say, thank you for bringing it to my notice. There is also a way you will tell somebody what he or she has done wrong, and the person will say, and so what? Am I the only person in this office? But you can say it in a way that at the end of the day, the person will say, Mr. Nusa, I'm really grateful for bringing this to my notice. I have not really been seeing it this way, that what I've been doing, wasn't right, or my approach to this issue wasn't right. I am very grateful. But this will depend on your ability to speak the truth tactfully, speak the truth amicably, speak the truth diplomatically. Diplomatically. This is just so important. Please understand that you are never persuasive when you are abrasive. You are never persuasive when you are abrasive. It's so important. And then the last point in this 5 approach to resolving workplace conflict with your colleague is fix the problem, not the blame. Attack the issue, not the person. The focus should be on the issue, not on each other. Fix the problem, not the blame. Don't be, focused on saying that, you are the one responsible for this, or you should take responsibility. No, just fix the problem. Leave the person alone. Leave personalities alone. Fix the problem, not the blame. Now, let's quickly go over it as I wrap up this morning. The 5 approach to resolving workplace conflict with your colleague. 5 ways you can resolve workplace conflict with your colleague. Number 1, I said, make the first move. Take the initiative to resolve the conflict. And number 2, I said, begin with, what's my fault? What is your fault? Don't focus on what the colleague has done wrong. Focus on what you have done wrong. That will even help you to be able to, cage your ego. This is so important. Then number 3, listen to their hurts. Somebody is always hurt in a conflict. And then number 4, speak the truth tactfully, speak the truth diplomatically or amicably. And then number 5, fix the problem and not the blame. Engaging this, the tip this morning will go a long way to see that you are having that, beautiful working relationship with your colleague, and then to a very great extent, the workplace conflict will be reduced to the barest minimum, and you have that atmosphere, that positive atmosphere that will help you to deliver your best, give your best to ensuring that your productivity or your performance is at the topmost level. I believe significant value have been added to your day today. I know you want to reach me as you have always done, so I will remind you of my phone number. It's 080-6686-5060. The numbers are right there on the screen. 080-6686-5060. Then the second one is 080-529-29120. Now, if you are outside Nigeria, it's very simple. Add our country code +234 80-6686-5060. The second one +234 80-529-29120. I'll be seeing you next week Wednesday. And when I return, I will still be the amiable Inuagata no Saha.